It's Adrian again. Thought I'd bring you poolside. It's really hot this time of the year in San Diego. So the struggle's real, still trying to come at you in the sunlight. So thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. This week's installment of what I learned on my cross-country bike ride with my dog really gets to the nitty-gritty of what I truly learned on this trip and the most that I took away from it. And that is, when you're in the middle of nowhere and all you got is your dog and your stuff on your bike, you ain't shit. You're nobody. What do I mean by that? Before I left, I was in the sales business, and I did pretty good for myself. Owned a condo a mile from the beach. I was doing everything respectable. I hopped on my bike, and I quickly learned that the perception of who I was an outward expression of what I was doing. I was the sales guy. I was important to a sales team. I was important in a relationship, and those are the things that kind of made me who I was. So in my group of friends and in my territory and in my work and in my little bubble, in the middle of my little nowhere, was me, shining with the things in my past that made me who I was. Because those were the people that remembered my little movie. But months into the ride, when those friends aren't there anymore, when the people who keep up with you on a daily basis, even on social media, they start to fade away. And in some regards, you just kind of get into a zone of your own little world, your own little island. And this is pretty true when you're sitting outside of a Subway sandwich and a person who looks like he's a hardcore traveler. This is called the Point Loma pause. Everybody who lives here knows it. You're in the airport, a plane flies over, and you pause. And then you pick up right where you left off. When you're sitting outside of a Subway sandwich and a homeless type guy tells you where the church is, where you can go buy food, or the nearest bridge that you can sleep under, just as long as you're cool, man. You look cool. Your dog looks cool. It's like getting slapped in the face. You got a person that in your regular life you may drive by and think to yourself, that guy should get a job, or whatever story is attached to that. But when the tables are turned and perfectly respectable people are looking down on you, thinking the same thing, wonder what that person's problem is. Maybe we should take his dog and make him suffer. It's like really interesting, because before you were a somebody and now all of a sudden you're a fucking nobody. You are the same equal as the guy that we would drive by at any day on the road. And so it really got me thinking, who am I? What makes me me? What should I be hanging my laurels on? When people see me, what do I really want them to see? Do I want them to see my clothes? Does that make me who I am? My haircut, my shoes, the car I drive, the people I hang out with? I say no. On that bike ride, the person who I was the person that I acted like. Did I spark up a conversation when somebody wanted to talk to me? That became the beautiful me. Listening to someone's story instead of being in a hurry to watch to do whatever the fuck I need to do. To slow down and to take these moments and to exchange life and exchange beauty. That's what I wanted to hang my head on. That's what people really understood. My clothes didn't seem to change people's minds as much as my feelings towards them did. My shoes, although they were snazzy, really just got put underneath a desk. Really wasn't changing the world. Trust me, I like my shoes, I like my clothes, I like my style for sure. I mean, I'm into it. But I can't rely on that anymore. I can't rely on my clothes to convey to people and the world that I'm here for them, that I'm here to help, that I am here if they need me. My car doesn't say that, but me rolling down the window and having that conversation does. It's a little plain. I'm going to keep talking. And I know that we're not going to do that stuff all the time. And I know that we don't always act as we should. But little by little, you know, you can earn that little grain of sand that you are. You can be more than your projected image of yourself. It's not going to happen all the time. I'm not pulling over every time, but when I feel like I should, I do it. When I sense the urge inside of me, I try to be that person that's more than the car I drive or the places I've gone or anything like that. But to do that, we got to jump in. To do that, we got to put ourselves out there like we're a nobody. And ask ourselves, who can we be? And really dive into that. So I appreciate you watching these videos. I appreciate you following me, telling your friends, invite me to speak places. But I want to do what all of you right now are wondering, and that is he going to jump in that pool or not?